If you aren't planning it out right now, you might be missing out on the flood of traffic with people that are ready to buy and shop this year on Prime Day. Welcome to the Natural Personal Care Podcast, your guide to personal care branding success. Every week, we'll unlock the secrets of eco-friendly marketing and share strategies that work. Are you ready to grow your brand on Amazon and beyond? Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Becky Avila, your host, and today I will be sharing with you what you need to know for Prime Day 2024. And really, Prime Day is typically more than just one day. And in the past, it's been typically in the middle of July, which is easy for me to remember since my wedding anniversary is right around those dates. But Prime Day, according to Amazon, is an even bigger sales day than other dates that you would think of, like Black Friday. So today, I'm going to cover how to know if your products are eligible and some common questions about Prime Day that you might be asking. I am going to share with you some strategies that you can implement to make your Prime Day sales the best this year. If you aren't planning it out right now, you might be missing out on the flood of traffic with people that are ready to buy and shop this year on Prime Day. So in regards to eligibility, here's the scoop. For Prime exclusive discounts, that's a type of promotion under the banner of, like the header of promotion, which is pretty broad. You can then set up these for Prime Day specific things. They have requirements that are different than other types of promotions. So I'm going to share with you the Prime exclusive discounts requirements. So the product that you're selling has to be in new condition, and it has to have at least a 3-star rating, product reviews, or higher, or no rating at all, meaning 0 ratings, okay? So then you also need to offer at least 10% discount off of your regular price. And the discounted price that you do offer it at, that should be the lowest that it's been in the last 30 days. And this is why it's always good to plan out ahead these kind of things, even when you know, okay, it's coming in July. So you would look at your June and make sure to plan accordingly. Also, just to kind of a note for just this as a requirement, no restricted products allowed. There are certain products Amazon does not allow you, think of like adult products, to even be eligible. Your product also has to follow Amazon's review and pricing policies. If you didn't get a chance to listen to the last episode, I did talk a bit about how careful you need to be with requesting reviews that line up with Amazon's policies. So listen to that episode where I discuss that more. Now, in regards to pricing, don't be shady with your pricing. I've seen this a lot from more of the private label sellers. So typically, like who I'm really talking with, you're most likely an established brand. You've been around for years. You're not just using Amazon only. You have many platforms online, plus you're probably in retail. Those typically were like the private label sellers who are just kind of in it for a quick money grab rather than actually building a brand. So that's really who that would be regarding or talking to. And also think about it this way. If you really want to build trust with customers, don't increase, your MSRP so then you can then offer a discount and make it look good. I've seen this happen actually as a buyer. I add things to my cart, I save them for later, and I can tell that they've adjusted the pricing to make it look like the discount is more attractive than it really is. And it's really the same discount that they always had running. They're almost just doing different things with it all the time. And it can be kind of confusing for customers. So if your pricing has actually increased, then that's when you would need to update your MSRP list price on your listing. That completely is legit. It makes sense, right? So for FBA, the item must be eligible for Prime shipping in all regions. For seller fulfilled orders, you will need to have a low rate of late dispatches, order defects, and pre-fulfillment cancellations. So if you look in your account health, you'll see your metrics there for your seller fulfilled. You're going to look at those and you need to have low rates there. Typically, it's going to be below their targets that they're going to share. Plus, your disbursement reserve policy should be set for at least 7 days or more after delivery. That's another part of it. For the seller fulfilled offer, must ship for free. So those are the requirements for Prime exclusive discounts. There's a lot there. I'll make sure in the show notes to have a link where you can directly go to Seller Central and you can read up on these policies as well. So separate from this is something that you should be aware of. If you want to have a badge displayed to Prime members for your Prime exclusive discounts, there's actually additional criteria, and they are more strict on this. But this is great because this can give you an upper hand during Prime Day when there's so much traffic, but it also is almost overwhelming, I think, for buyers as well. So ideally, you'll want to meet this criteria that I'll share. However, if you don't, you can still set up a Prime exclusive discount to run on Prime days. You just won't get that extra visibility, but something's better than nothing, right? So for that Prime badge, your seller feedback. So your seller feedback, when you look under your brand name, typically is what your seller account is named. It must have at least 4 feedback ratings. If you don't have any at all, you actually can participate. So for instance, if you have 2 ratings, you aren't eligible, but if you have 4 ratings, you can check off this box. So that's kind of a weird little thing. So you'll hopefully either be at 0 or 4, because in between, you really won't be eligible for your seller feedback. Now, your product needs to be rated at least 4 stars or have no rating at all. So see how now the criteria is bumped up. So the previous requirement for Prime exclusive discounts, 3 stars or higher, but to get that Prime badge displayed, it needs to be 4 stars for your product reviews or higher, or once again, it has no rating at all. Plus, your review rating should average 4 stars or more. So you need to have at least 4 stars or more. The discount that you offer has to be at least 20% off of the regular price. So you see, once again, there's more of a discount. There's higher requirements for the product review rating, things like that. So the discounted price should also be 15% lower than the reference price. So that's that list price or that was price that you usually see cross through on listings. That's what I'm referring to. And the discount, like I said, it has to be 20% off the regular price. Lastly, your discount has to be the lowest price for that product in the past 30 days. I already mentioned that one, same requirement. Okay, so now let's talk about some frequently asked questions, and then I'm going to share with you some strategies that you can use for Prime Day. So stick with me here. I know some of these are like nitty-gritty details, but I do want to make sure that you stick around for the strategies because that's kind of where I think it gets really exciting. So in 2023, Prime members purchased more than 375 million items. So that's not sales, that's how many items were purchased worldwide, which was the biggest Prime Day in Amazon's history. And this was in 2023. That was just last year. So to speak more specifically to your product category of who I'm speaking to, which is you're typically a natural personal care brand, this sales event is a great opportunity to get in front of more people that are kind of almost, think of it as they're kind of in a shopping frenzy because of all the sales, right? And we know more than Amazon now offers kind of the similar things that, you know, in the middle of the summer as well. So people are ready to buy. So your conversion rates should go up during this sale event, and you can especially expect a nice lift in sales for those days. Now, you're not required to participate in offering any discounts. You don't have to offer the Prime exclusive discount that I talked about, but I will share more on that in just a bit. Another common question is, what type of promotions can or should I run on Prime Day? Well, right now, the deadline has passed for you to run a lightning deal for most of you, and that's okay because typically that type of promotion, you're going to need a pretty steep discount. So we found that actually works better for brands of products that are really more generic, or maybe you're trying to discontinue a product in your line and you're really looking for more of a liquidation strategy. That's where a lightning deal would be a good approach. Now, those are lasting 4 to 12 hours just for future reference. So you know, there's also a higher fee associated per ASIN for those lightning deals. That, like I said, that can be a good strategy to build your brand. It can be good to build your brand awareness as well. And Prime exclusive best deals, that's a different type now. They're also found under the Deals tab in Seller Central, and you can see if your products are even eligible for that deal type. Prime exclusive discounts, that's different. You can offer a discount to customers, and Prime member coupons are a coupon people can clip at $1 or a percentage off, and that can really help your listing convert better as well. So you'll want to make sure to monitor any kind of deal or promotion that you're setting up. You want to make sure that nothing gets suppressed for Prime Day. So you should be checking your account, a few times a day, whenever those days are, to make sure nothing's canceled. Otherwise, I think it's like a day before, I think it's 25 hours, it could be canceled if it gets suppressed for some reason. So you'll want to double check, make sure nothing gets suppressed before Prime Day, and then check throughout as well, just to make sure everything's running as it should be. So you'll also want to make sure that your listings are set up to convert. I've talked about this before in the previous foundational stages for your Amazon marketing success strategy, but think of those high quality images, that premium A+ content, copy that converts, but is also search friendly for Amazon. Okay, so let's dig into some ideas and strategies of how you can use Prime Day for your natural personal care brand. This is where I think it gets exciting. So if you are looking to gain shoppers that are new to your brand, you will want to strongly consider things like offering a coupon. Specifically, I would recommend on the subscribe and save option. That is something that you can currently choose, just that, to encourage more people to go ahead and subscribe to get an extra discount. Can they cancel their subscription? Of course. But hopefully they'll start using your product, they'll love it, and they won't want to cancel it, right? So this could be a strategy that you really could use throughout the year. But I do want to mention it here, as Prime Day, you'll be having a lot of traffic to your listings potentially. So you want to be ready for that and have things set up for success. So I would also recommend leveraging Prime exclusive discounts for at least one of your products to get more brand awareness from pages that people will be viewing. People are going to look to see what kind of discounts are available to them. So you want to make sure, like I said, for your brand and brand awareness, that at least maybe one of your products is showing up there so people become aware of your brand. I would also not recommend offering a huge or even any discounts on your most popular products. That's something to think about. If you want to, you could offer a small discount, but since that popular product is really what you're most known for, then most likely they're going to check that listing to see if there's a discount. And you could instead really guide them to check maybe your brand stores page for more of your products. And inside your premium A+ content, they have that new comparison chart where they can add to their cart from your most popular listing, for instance, and they could find another product that they want to try that is on discount, like on sale, basically during Prime Day. So you'll need to think through this and how your brand operates in regards to discounting in general. If you don't do it very often, then you may just want to focus on your slower selling products. There are also promotions and brand tailored promotions you could utilize, but the most effective will be those Prime exclusive discounts, since the sale event for Prime Day is really geared towards those that have that Prime membership. Now, let me share a few bonus tips to really leverage visibility for any discounts that you might offer. So some things that we like to do for clients: find ways in your brand store images to showcase this limited time only sale. People really do, react and purchase when they know that there is a little bit of a time crunch. So that would be great to do. It's interesting though, historically, we have seen, because we track this for brands that we work with, we typically actually see higher sales on that first Prime Day, as a side note, but you'll still want to make sure that people know that there is a limited time sale if you're doing that. You could also consider making those on your social channels aware. Just make sure if you do that strategy that you have your attribution set up to track those efforts so that you're getting a little bit of that brand referral discount, that referral fee discount that Amazon charges. You want to make sure you're getting that back into your account if you're the one that's sending traffic to your Amazon listings. So no matter what you decide to do, most brands will see the residual positive effects on sales during Prime Day, which is awesome. So just go in it, I would say though, with a realistic expectation as well, and then test, but also document to measure what you've tested for your future reference. So you can look back in, future sale days, in future Prime Day years, you can look back and see what worked, what wasn't as effective. So don't be shocked if your sales don't skyrocket either, as most likely you won't be doing a lightning deal, as I've already mentioned, but you do want to make sure that you promote in a way that makes sense for your bottom line profit after all fees as well. That makes sense for your brand, right? So make sure to have that framework in mind when you're thinking about your strategy for Prime Day. So here's an action step for today. I always love wrapping up with an action step. So decide if you will schedule a promotion for Prime Day, and if you will, choose which products you will promote, how much you will offer as a discount, what is your budget for this promotion, and the type of promotion that you'll offer. Because if you submit any kind of promotion, you're going to kind of need those parameters. You're going to need to know what product it is, how much is the discount, what is your budget for that promotion, and then even what type of promotion it is. So if you have a question or problem that you're facing on Amazon or even another platform for your natural personal care brand, you can always send a quick email to contact@clickfluency.com. I'll have that linked in the show notes as well. If you need more help on something I covered today because you realize you just don't have the bandwidth and the platform expertise to grow your sales and bottom line on profit on Amazon, you can also book a call, and I'll have that linked in the show notes as well. We would love to help you maximize your sales on Amazon's platform. I hope that you have a very successful and profitable Prime Day 2024. See you next time. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope it brought you value you can use to grow your Amazon sales channel for your brand. What would really help me a ton, you know how important product reviews are on Amazon? Would you take a quick minute and leave me a review on Apple Podcasts? Just scroll down until you see the write a review in purple, and then you can click the leave the rating and review there. That'll help me to know you're getting value from this and what future content you want to hear more of that would serve you best. Thank you so much.